Hey there, and welcome to the Do Life Big podcast. This podcast is going to be your jam if you want to live to your full potential and don't believe in half-assing anything in your life. If we want to do life big, that means we've got to get out of our own way because we only have this one shot to make it awesome. I'm your host, Kathy, and I'm a mom of three whose BFF is cold brew, a retired school teacher turned online entrepreneur, and an author. I'm loud, bold, and will always keep it real. I'm determined to live my best freaking life possible, and I'm here to help you do the same. I'll be packing this podcast with tips, motivation, inspiration, and strategies to finally get you where you want to go. And we will have a ton of laughter along the way because, let's be honest, we can't ever take ourselves too seriously, right? I'm so excited you are here with me today. Now let's get this party started. Hey, my friend, what is up? And welcome back to another episode of Do Life Big. It has been a little while since I recorded a podcast episode for you. Actually, a lot more than a little while. It's been a good 6 months. That's a long time. But today I wanted to come back and I really wanted to talk to you about something that I think so many women quietly experience. But it's something that almost nobody talks about, honestly. Because the truth is this, right? I didn't quit my podcast. Maybe you were thinking I did. But I didn't quit my podcast. I outgrew the version of me who was recording it. And I have a feeling that someone listening today needs to hear that about themselves too. Because maybe you started something that you paused. Maybe you got started on a goal that you were working towards and you stepped back from it. Maybe you stopped showing up the way that you once did. Maybe you told yourself that you had lost momentum. But what if you didn't actually lose momentum? What if the entire time you were actually just growing? For a long time, I really did believe that consistency meant always showing up the exact same way. Showing up every single week with the exact same pace, with the exact same rhythm, with the exact same expectations. And when that changed, I started telling myself the same story that I know so many women tell themselves. And the story is this: shit, I'm falling behind. I'm falling behind. I can feel it. It's happening. I'm actually falling behind. But what I didn't realize at the time was this: sometimes the pause that you're taking isn't avoidance. Sometimes that pause is actually expansion. Sometimes you're becoming someone new, and the old way of showing up it doesn't fit anymore. Right? I'm sure that you can relate to this. And so even though I have been gone for the last 6 months and I've missed you all so much and I've missed doing this, so much has also shifted in my life and in my business over these last 6 months. Not because I stopped caring about the work that I do, not because I lost direction or anything like that, but because I was stepping into a bigger version of leadership. And during the season, I stepped into a new role helping grow a property management company on the sales and expansion side, which is NC Cabin Rentals, which stretched me in ways that I honestly didn't expect. Things have been going awesome. It's blowing up. It's going fantastic. We have a great team, but it's definitely stretched me in ways that I didn't think it would, to be honest. And at the same time, our family was navigating through some hard things behind the scenes with my dad's health. And so naturally that shifted where my time and energy needed to go for a season, which is where it should be. It should be with your family, which is what's most important at the end of the day. It's time with the ones that you love. And that has always been something that I have stood by basically my entire life. So seasons like that, they change how you move. They change how you show up. They change how you lead. And they shape the person that you're becoming along the way. So here's something that I've learned that I want you to hear very clearly today. And it's this: momentum is not just about activity. It's not just about going, doing, do more, hustle more, grind more. It's about alignment. Momentum is all about alignment because you can be busy every single day and still be stuck and still feel like shit. And you can step back for a season and actually be moving forward faster than ever before, because real growth isn't about doing more. It's about becoming more. You're literally becoming the better version of yourself. You're growing into that person. And I know that the women who listen to this podcast, I know that you are super smart. I know that you are driven. I know that you are capable. I know that you're big dreamers. You're building something meaningful. You're someone who is going after what it is that they want in life, and they don't believe in settling for less. They don't believe in just coasting. They don't believe in just settling for the mediocre life. And whether that's a business that you're building, a new vision, a new identity, a life that just feels more like you, it's one of those things. But so many of you quietly believe this thought. And the thought that goes on repeat all the time is this: if I pause for a second, I'm losing ground and I'm getting behind. And I really want to challenge that belief today. You know, I'm all about that. Challenging your limiting beliefs, the things that keep you stuck, right? Because sometimes the strongest move that you can actually make is allowing yourself that time to just evolve. I work with so many women and have worked with so many women programs inside the communities that I've run, especially moms building businesses. And honestly, one of the biggest things that I see is this pressure that they carry to do everything perfectly and consistently at all times. They think that success belongs to the women who never slow down. If I sit down and I take a break, I'm not doing enough. I'm failing. They kind of get their identity locked up in this fact of, I need to be doing something 24/7 in order to be successful. And if I don't, and if I stop, things are going to fall apart around me and I'm a failure. And that's just not true. Success belongs to the women, or to any person, who are willing to grow into the next version of themselves, even when it looks different than it did before. It's not going to look the same. You're evolving, you're changing. Of course, you're not going to look the same that you did a year ago if you're on this path of growth. And that means showing up even when it feels uncomfortable. Going through this process is uncomfortable. It's going to feel like, oh my God, this feels so unnatural to me, even when it requires letting go of the identity that you used to rely on. And if I'm being honest with you, part of why I didn't record for a while was because I could feel that shift happening inside of me, right? Did you ever just feel like, I can just feel I'm changing a little bit? Like this isn't really going the way that I want it to right now. I feel like I've kind of maybe outgrown this a little bit, right? It happens to us all the time. The version of me who started this podcast was powerful. I was brave. I had a message. But the version of me today, I'm leading completely differently. I'm thinking differently. I'm building differently. I'm making decisions differently. And sometimes when you're stepping into that next level, there's this period where your voice is recalibrating. It's not disappearing, which is what we start to think. Oh man, I lost it. I lost my touch. I remember when. So your voice is not disappearing. It's just recalibrating. So if you've been hard on yourself lately and you've been telling yourself that you should be further along than you are, if you've been maybe questioning whether you missed your moment, I want you to hear this. You are not behind. You are just becoming. You are growing. You are evolving, and there's a big difference. One of the biggest mindset shifts that changed everything for me was simply just realizing this. And it was, the version of you who reaches your next level doesn't just work harder. And this is something that I taught to my students for years, that hard work does not equal growth. So the version of you who reaches your next level doesn't just work harder. This person thinks differently, protects their energy differently. They make decisions differently. They trust themselves differently. And sometimes they even show up differently, including how they create, what they say yes to, and what they can also learn to let go of. So today's episode is really a return, and I'm so excited to be back. I have some really great things planned here down the road that I think you guys are going to be really excited about. I'm going to have some amazing guest speakers on the podcast here, and they're going to teach you all about their journeys, how they got to where they are, the struggles and hurdles that they had to overcome, the mindset shifts that they had to overcome to get to where they are today, and how all of that and all of their experience and all of the lessons that they've had to learn are going to be able to help you to really go out there and live your best life. So while today's episode is really a return of Kathy, which I'm so excited, it's also an invitation to you. It's an invitation for you to stop measuring your growth only by what people can see from the outside. Because some of the most important seasons of your life, they're going to look quiet to everyone else. And that's so true, because I had so many people reach out or make comments. Hey, you haven't really been on the podcast. I haven't really seen much on the Instagram or on the stories and all of that. And it's like, well, there was a lot going on inside, right? And so some of these important seasons of your life, they're going to look quiet to everybody else. But inside you, everything is changing. Everything. And I want you to know this too. I am back. I am back, and I'm pumped about it. And I'm back not as the same version of me who recorded episodes prior to October. I'm coming at you as the version of me who has grown through so many things over the last several months. And I'm really excited about what's coming next here on this podcast. I think that you are going to really be pumped up about it because we're going to be going deeper into the mindset shifts that actually help women break through those income plateaus, really be able to step into that confidence, really be able to stop second guessing themselves and become the version of themselves that they already know that they're meant to be. So if this episode spoke to you today, if something about it resonated with you and it really hit home and you loved it, if you've been feeling behind, maybe even questioning your timing, or if you've been wondering whether your pause meant that something was going wrong, let this be your reminder, and share this with a friend too who you think might need to hear it. But let this be your reminder that you didn't quit. You didn't fail. You're not a failure. You're just growing. And sometimes growth looks very quiet before it looks powerful. So I am so glad that you're here with me today. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. I can't wait to keep the conversation going because around here, guys, at the Do Life Big podcast, we are not waiting for permission to live our biggest, best lives. We are deciding to do life big, starting right here, right now, in this moment, exactly where you are. So thanks so much for listening today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Share it with a friend. You know I love you, and I will see you the next time. Bye. Thanks so much for listening in. I really appreciate you choosing to spend your time here with me today. You totally rock. Hey, listen, if you loved today's episode, go ahead and tag me on social and go share this with a friend right now. Like, do it immediately before the day gets ahead of you and you totally forget. Couldn't be more pumped to be on this journey with you guys. Go make today awesome, and I will see you the next time.